And this time, we got my brother. He's about to. Yo, we're running live on YouTube, by the way. We got my brother right now, and he's about to introduce himself. Bro, introduce yourself to the people, and let's get this shit rolling.
Oh, good night, my brothers, because being African, we're all brothers. My name is Naughton. I'm from West Africa, precisely Guinea-Bissau, the Senegambia area. I grew up in Portugal, in South Europe, and I'm in US studying aerospace engineering. So, growing up with the African culture, because my parents always make sure that I keep the African culture, going there to every summer to the village to know more about history, to talk with elders.
You, you guys hear him?
Huh?
You guys hear him? Oh, bro, keep going. You good?
Yeah, yeah. Me getting the Western culture and African culture, I had the privilege of drink in the both waters, and I have my own opinion about the history and the facts. Because more important than the history is the facts, because the history can be changed, but the
Yes.
facts no. So I saw the debate with the JWave had with Somalis. I got super interested. I was all time in the live, and then I talked with him to give my opinion
Come.
and talk about Africa in general.
Keep going, my brother.
So what I want to talk about Africa is the origins and what is the Pan-Africanist. What means be a Pan-African, Pan-African.
All
So
right.
yes, I was in the live, the all live stream, and I hear things that were right, but me knowing the facts and the origin, I had my own opinion about that. Because as we can see, as we know, Africa is the most diverse place ever in terms of DNA, in terms of culture, in terms of tribes. Like we have a rich culture. We have a super rich culture. It doesn't mean if you from west, you're from east, you're from north, central, south. We all have same, pretty much same tradition, and our tradition are mixed. And the most important thing that I think we have to have in mind and know is we, firstly, we are not Africans because of the colorism. We are Africans because of the struggle that we have in common. Because we as African, we have a lot of struggle in common. That's what makes us Africans. I'm gonna give an example. I hear in the other life, the other brother, the Afro descendant, Afro American brother, and I'm connected to him because if I'm walking on the streets in any place in US, they will not see me as African. They will see me for my color. But it's deeper than that because me and him, we black, so we same for the struggle that we face every day. But me and, for example, the brother Abdi that was here in the other life, we have more in common. Not because the Afro American is darker than Abdi and he's more closer to my skin, but because Abdi, being from Somalia in Africa, we have more in common. We face the same problems. That's what I want to keep in mind. We all one because we all in the same place. We can be diverse and different for ethnicity, color, but we all the same and we pass the same struggle. I was in an Uber with uh, Ethiopian Ethiopian driver, and we were talking. He said, "You African?" I say, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, I'm from Ethiopia." Where you from? I show him a picture, and he said, "That's exactly like Ethiopia." And one in the east, one the other one is in the west. So you guys can see our similarities for what we face every day. And one thing that I wanted to explain is about the tribes. I can give you
Right.
guys an example.
Exactly. We're about to talk about. He's about to break down the tribes for us. This I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to listen to this because he's about to go. I'm not saying I agree or I disagree. I'm a neutral ground, but I know that what he said made me. I said my people need to listen to. My people need to hear this. You know, I need my people to hear this. So without further ado, bro, please let's go.
So, me, I'm from West Africa, Guinea-Bissau, and my tribe is Mandinka tribe.
Mandinka.
Um, yeah, a Muslim tribe, the tribe of Mansa Musa. And this tribe, we can see this tribe in the diverse place of West Africa, like Mali, Senegal, uh, Guinea-Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia. So this tribe is originally from Mali. But why this tribe is in another places? Because there was an immigration of people. The same happened in North Africa. In the books and what the elders peoples in Gabu village in Guinea-Bissau, Fulani people, they told me that Fulani come from Egypt. And the original Fulanis, we got to broke Fulanis in two clans. We have the Futa Jalon Fulani. There is the Fulani that live in Futa Jalon, the forest in Guinea Conakry, and the Futa Toro Fulani, the
So
Fulanis
you're
from
saying that.
desert.
So you're saying that there's two types of Fulani.
Exactly. So we are the tribe Fulani. And then we have Fulani from Futa Jalon. That is the Fulani that are most in Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry. And then we have Fulanis in in Mauritania and in Senegal and the other countries. These Fulanis they speak Futa Toro because I have a Senegalese friend in the US and I have he's Fulani. He's Senegalese, but his family come from Mauritania. And I had some friends in Guinea-Bissau. They are Futa Jalon, and I tried to put them to speak, and they couldn't speak, but not clearly because there were some difference.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But the language that Fulani speak is Pular. Is Pular. So his mom told me, his mom she's dark skinned. I'm a dark skinned person. Because Mandinga normally are dark skin. His mom is dark skinned, and me doing some research, talking with the older people. Uh, his mom explained me that originally Fulani in Mauritania are dark skinned. And I did some research and I speak with some high knowledge people to get in a conclusion because I don't speak just to know. I give my opinion and try to find these Fulanis in Mauritania. They black and they came from Egypt, North Africa, because the Fulani land is in North Africa. And in North Africa, we had tribes that come to the West Africa with Fulanis. Because if you go now to Egypt and North Africa, you won't find Fulanis because
Yeah,
they
they're
immigrated to West
African,
Africa.
right?
Exactly. And these Fulanis, they immigrated with a clan that is no more a clan that named Brahme. Brahme used to be the Mancanyas, the Manjacos, and the Pepels that now reside in Senegal, Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau. But what happened is,
Here it is.
but what happened is when the Arab invasion came to North Africa, because North Africa was black, dark skin. One example can be the Fulanis, perfect example. When they came, they started to implement the Islam. But the Fulani tribe accepted. If you're gonna see the Fulani Mandinka tribe, Awusas too, they are an Islamic tribe.
Listen, you don't have to be here. This is the African way, okay? They learn history of everything else everywhere else, okay? They
Yeah,
learn they learn things about where they're from everywhere else, okay? So we can learn where we're from and we could try to get to the bottom of things, okay? So all this Afrocentrist thing you're talking about, there's nothing wrong with trying to know where you're from, whoever the hell that person is. Please continue, bro.
exactly, bro. So what happened is when the Arabs came to North Africa, they implement Islam, and the Brahmins, the Mancanians, Manjaks, and Pepel, they didn't accept it. So they migrated first to to West Africa. But the Fulanis they accepted and they keep living in Egypt in North Africa. But as the Fulanis were not dark, were not white like the Arabs, they were dark skinned. They started to getting some type of racism and privation of lands. But even like that, there were a mix between the Fulani people and Arabs. So that's why you can see nowadays majority of Fulanis and Hausa are light skinned, like the Somalis. If you see a Fulani, you're gonna think, oh, he might be from East Africa, he might be Ethiopian or Somali, but they are West Africans. So what happened was the Fulanis, after being persecuted for being black and tried to get into slavery, they migrated. The tribe migrated to South Mauritania, and they stayed a little bit there. And then you have the Futatorus in South Mauritania. The other Fulanis went to Guinea Conakry and they conquered Futa Jalon. There we have the Futa Jalon Fulanis. So what we can see like that is the Fulanis nowadays, light skin, are a mix between the dark skin Fulanis and the Arabs, as the East people like Somalis. Because when the North, because we can see, as we can see, one example, close to Egypt, we had the Kemet, the Nubians and Kemet, and the Nubians were dark skinned. That's a proof of that. You can search, you're gonna see. So how the Nubians were in in close to North Africa, and geographically in Egypt they were white. That's impossible. That's impossible. Uh-huh. What it means saying Arab Egyptians.
Like what, bro? He said, "What do you mean by Arab Egyptian?" Okay. Alright.
I really want to know what it means saying Arab Egyptians.
Okay, he wrote. He wrote
Mhm.
like ethnically Arab. Most Egyptians are natives. That's what he said.
What it mean natives? Natives like originally from their land
Like
that we call
Africans,
nowadays.
like Africans from the land of Egypt. Like they're Africans that are from there and they're not Arabic. So maybe
Exactly. It's like no, but these type of Africans, they they were not light skinned. They were not light skinned. They were black. The natives,
they were
Egyptians.
black.
Yeah, they were
So
blacks.
he is saying that the natives of Egypt were black and they were not
Exactly.
light skinned. That's what he said. Well, when you say light skin, he means Arab features, correct?
Exactly. Exactly. The native Egyptians were blacks, like West Africans nowadays, but with a different color because of the desert. Desert, they have a different. They have more soft blackness in there.
So he wrote, sorry for cutting you off. He said, if he means Arabs that were led by Bedion, the Bedian tribe into Sinai, I understand what uh, I understand. Does he mean that? So he's talking about. I guess there was a tribe
Hmm.
that were led into Sinai.
Hmm.
Those were the only
And
Arabs that, quote unquote, you could call Arab in Egypt. So I guess
yeah, but he's saying Arab because nowadays the North Africa is an Arab land. That's why he say Egypt. But they are not Arabs.
you're not okay. Okay, they're
It's
not
like
Arab.
they are not
You guys are
Arabs.
saying the same thing, yeah? Because he's saying that there's nothing like Arab Egyptian, so you're not Arabs then.
Yeah, like I'm gonna give example. Moors, Moors, the tribe
More.
Moors that conquer Al Andalus. Al Andalus is the Iberic Peninsula, Spain and Portugal.
Hmm.
like the Al Andalus, the Moors were black. There is some scriptures. The Romans before Christ, they speaking up. The Romans, the empire, is speaking about that. He say the other Arabs are not dark skinned like the Moors. You can see, but what happened is in Iberic Peninsula, it was a mix between the Celtas and Iberus. They come from Scotland.
Are you talking about the Mauritius?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mauritius, right?
yeah. The Moors, yeah, the guys who conquer South Europe.
And you said the Moors are black, huh?
Yeah, Moors means black face person.
Somebody even wrote that. I know this is not even about Somali, but someone is even writing here. Somali's DNA test zero link to Arabs.
They what?
He said that somebody wrote Somali's DNA has zero link to Arabs. What do you think about that?
I didn't understand what to say. Are related to Arabs?
He said that they're not related to Arabs.
We can see that Somali. I don't know about that, but we can see that Somalis is a mix between the Nubians and the Arabs. The same way that Fulanis nowadays is a mix between Futa Toro, the Raritin Fulani, and Arabs.
Ah,
So there you see the connection between the Hausas and Fulanis with Somali. You from Nigeria, bro. You never
yeah.
saw a Hausa person and you saw maybe this is from East, but no, it's from
Also,
West.
people have this phenotype that I would say is similar to the East Africans.
Because of the mix and the migration.
Hmm.
The same way as the Fulanis.
So people are not agreeing with you. They say, yo, Somalis are not Arabs at all. Somebody said obsessed with Somali. Like, yo, listen. First of all, for you to call me Bantu, you're ignorant because that you're ignoramus. You're ignoramus.
So
Why?
I'm gonna ask this person. So if they're not related to Arabs, what they are related to?
So he said that if you are not related to Arabs, the people who disagree, then what are you related to? And then he said it's the somebody what my moderator wrote. It's the Kushite people. You can find some Somali 99%. Somali they don't have Arab or Egypt. That's what he said.
I'm gonna ask this person. This person should tell me where the Kushites came from.
They said, where do the Kushites come from? Where do the Kushitic people come from? He's asking this question. Somebody wrote, we are from Ethiopia and Mozambique.
Ethiopia and Mozambique. Ethiopia and Mozambique, they are dark skinned people. Ethiopia means dark skinned land. If you guys don't know what is the meaning of Ethiopia, it means dark skinned land.
Somebody
And
wrote,
Mozambique,
the
and
Nile.
Mozambique, and
Somebody,
Mozambique, and
Mozambique.
Mozambique is a country in East Africa. If you go to Mozambique, you're gonna see the dark skinned people. But they have a lot of Indians in Mozambique.
There are a lot of Indians in Mozambique.
There are a lot of Indians in Mozambique.
What about, do they speak Portuguese in Mozambique? What's the language?
Yeah, they speak Portuguese in
So
Mozambique.
they have
This,
Portuguese
yeah,
influence.
they speak Swahili too. Is the language that should be, but they speak Portuguese
Ethiopia,
because of colonization.
he said Ethiopia means black face.
Is Ethiopia means black land. People can go and search it, but but people nowadays don't have that knowledge because the Western society private that knowledge from us. That if people want to know more about Africa and more about history, go to Timbuktu, Mali. The first university was in Timbuktu. You got transcript in Timbuktu.
You hear that? He said that they have transcripts in Timbuktu.
But what the Western society say? Go to Mexico, see the Aztecas. But they don't want you to go to see the Africa because that is the beginning of history. And and for this person,
Hmm.
from the knowledge that I observed, the Kushite people, they got they originally, if I'm not in error from India, from north part of India.
Really?
Exactly.
Okay. Like, and oh, so you believe maybe that's how they're so how did their phenotype come about? How did they come about? Are you saying like it's a mixture? They're mixed people, or are they or people who were just there from the beginning of time?
The Kushite. No, because let me tell you, at the beginning, as you can see, Africa was a land of black people. But
Time.
I will give you an example. If we go to Papua New Guinea or
Hmm.
New Zealand, the Aboriginals they are black, but they
Yes,
got some Asian phenotypes over there.
yes,
But
yes, yes.
people don't know why, because way before the Portuguese and Spanish start to navigate in the seas, the Africans already did it, and a lot of Africans
That
went
I
to
believe.
South
That I'll
and
say I agree with because us we've been sailing the sea for a long time.
yeah, and
We've been sailing
a
the sea
lot
for a very long time.
a lot of Africans went from the Arabian Peninsula to Asia, to South Asia, and from South Asia they went to places like Papua New Guinea and New Zealand. Because if you see the traditions of the Aborigines over there and the traditions, for example, of the Diola people or Jola people in West Africa are similar,
Hmm.
but you see that they have an Asian mix over there,
And
and
that's why that's why they look black, but their hair texture is a little different.
exactly.
Hmm.
And I can give another example. There is a transcript of people, Aboriginals from America, talking and about Mansa Musa guiding expedition to America way before the Europeans. And they said that the Mandinga people had uh, arrows with gold. And what is the Mali Empire knew for? Gold
Yes.
and richness and be rich. And they went over there to America with gold. If you see the word gold in Mandinga is the same word to the Aboriginals to say gold. So we have evidence that Mali Empire of Mansa Musa went to America first. But the Western civilization society don't want us to know that. Same way that Western society don't want to don't want the East Africans to know where they from, where the mix come from. You
Why do
know?
you why do you think they don't want the East Africans? Like for the Americans, it's kind of obvious, but for the East Africans, why do you think the Europeans and them don't want them to do that? Like, you,
Because it's simple. Like the wars between West and East African, that's good for them. Because
mm,
they don't know where they're from. They don't know what consider and what this create and disagreement.
okay, okay,
So because imagine that all Africans we unite as one. I want to give example
come on,
of
man,
I will give example of Muammar Gaddafi, the president of Libya.
Libya, okay,
What he wants to do, he wanted to make an Africa centralized bank,
bank.
and they killed him. What African centralized gonna do?
He's
We're
gonna put
gonna,
it in our hands.
yeah, where the oil came from, where the material for cell phones came from, Congo. We will dominate. So what they did, they killed him. They bring confusion to the Libyans, and in the Arabic Spring, when the Egyptian president took off, they killed Gaddafi. They bring confusion, and they got this confusion because from the cows, the cows is the best opportunity to do your things, and during the cows, they attack Muhammad Gaddafi. And what happened? We have Kwanzaa in Angola, we have Franco Cefa in West Africa. We have a lot of currencies.
So we can't. We have to always keep, trying to exchange the money.
Exactly. And our currency is inflationated, doesn't have the right value. So what they do is private our history. They private our history and our origin to bring confusion into us. Because me and the Somali, we are the same. We are brothers because we African. We face the same struggle.
That's true. We are African, and we do face the same struggle, especially in the eyes of the West. You know, when they
Our
look.
rhythm, our rhythms is equal, but the Africa is the only pretty much continent that they migrated to, and people did migrate. Because imagine, you won't find a land of light-skinned people in Europe, like for example, Finland. You will not find this in Finland. That means that we didn't immigrate to that, to over there. Because if we immigrated to there, they will be a light skin.
That's true. That's,
So Europe, they preserve well their race. You
now,
understand me?
yes, yes, they preserve their race. I see what you're saying. Now, there's more questions in the chat. Right? So someone is
Yes.
asking, what do you have to say about the fossils, right? That they
About
found,
what? About what?
the fossils.
Can you repeat, please?
Okay. What do you have to say about, where they said they found the first human body in the first original human in Ethiopia?
Yes, yes, yeah. Lucy, right?
Exactly. What do you have to say about Lucy?
Um, what? Yeah, I have to ask this person what he means, asking me what I have to say about Lucy. Because if we see for that way, we can see that the origin and the beginning was in Africa, and from Africa it spread. That's why you can have dark Asians in the south.
Yes. Yes.
And Ethiopia is close to the Arabian Peninsula. It's easy to go over there.
That's okay. Yeah, Ethiopia is close to the Arabian. Oh, so you're saying there's a connection from? Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. Now let me see. Africa. Yes. They turned. Somebody wrote something. I got to read it. They turned the people against Gaddafi. They got the Libyan people to murder him.
Exactly, exactly. Because look, people that I'm gonna give an example and I'm gonna compare to example because I said in the cows is the best opportunity to do things because no one is thinking with their own mind. No one is with his full brain working. For example, during this pandemic, there were people making a lot of money, millions of dollars during this pandemic.
How?
And yes, there were people making a lot of money because the Wall Street went down, went up, the currencies went down, went up. Is the same that happened in Libya when were cows, the European, French, the the people from US, they got this opportunity to put people against Gaddafi and kill him because there is a special force in France named the Foreign Legion.
Okay.
What this special force is constituted for? In this special force, there is no French people. In this, is just foreign people. When you got into there, they give another passport and they give you the French nationality, but they don't accept French people. And was this special force that murdered Gaddafi?
Oh, so it wasn't his people that murdered him.
In
It was
yes,
that force.
yes, was people think there was the population, wasn't the population, was
Hmm.
French people, American people.
Was Libya colonized by the French?
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes.
Okay, so somebody wrote, Africans are very, very tough when it comes to mixing DNA with them.
Y- But you going to search, Africa is the place with the most diverse DNA ever.
That's true though. That I've seen different articles about research articles. We
Exactly.
high amount of diversity, especially yes,
Because
especially. specific
Be-
like pockets in Africa.
exactly, but I will give you example. In the world, a lot of gold comes from Africa. Diamonds. Our land is perfect to cultivate. What make people come to us is because we rich, and people started to immigrate. We don't have cold in Africa. In Europe there is cold. We have desert, this desert, and close to the desert we have the oasis. We have green. We have everything in Africa. We like me. Some years ago, I was thinking to go to Switzerland to the Alps, but I
Okay.
found out there is some exactly places in Uganda like Switzerland with snow. So
Oh,
why I'm going to Switzerland?
Libya, do they speak French in Libya?
Yeah, the official language is Arabic, but they speak
Oh,
French too
okay.
because of the
Right.
colonization.
Yeah, but I think they were colonized by maybe the French came and took over, but I think initially they were colonized by Italy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But then because of the papers, because of the papers and the treatments that they did, they what Europeans did, they split our territories completely. I can give example. Senegal, Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau is same thing, same language, same culture. I am Mandinga. I can speak Mandinga with a person from Gambia or Senegal. What they did was split. I'm going to give an example. Casamance is a region in North Guinea-Bissau that was from Guinea-Bissau. It was Portuguese, but the Portuguese give that to the French,
Hi, Monica. The Portuguese gave it to the French.
give to the French. So
Oh,
what they did, they got African, they split how they want it. I don't know if you ever heard about the pink map.
yes, it's the conference, right? That conference that they all had where they were splitting Africa,
Exactly, like the English wanted to have Angola and Mozambique from the Portuguese
and
to
that's what
connect
we're talking
to
about, right?
yes to connect with South Africa. They wanted to have that. So if you see how they got our continent and they split it, and what they do now, they put us against each other.
It's called the Berlin Conference.
Because I'm gonna give example that we talk about
Let
before.
me just read some stuff to you that the people
Yes,
were
yes,
writing.
yes, yes.
So I heard Obama was involved with Gaddafi,
Who was involved with Gaddafi?
with his death.
What was Obama?
Yeah,
We can see. I saw an interview of Obama, and Obama was talking about, oh, the racism in US is getting better. Some black people can do some type of stuffs. So I'm gonna ask you, this person is a person pro black people? He is fighting for the black people,
yeah.
or is getting just stable?
Yeah. Obama is a very, very interesting figure. That's
Because what we need over here is not stability. We need our rights. And the person that is fighting for our rights is gonna die. I'm gonna give example of Thomas Sankara, the leader of Burkina Faso.
okay.
I really wanted to you guys on the live go to read about Thomas Sankara.
Masankara, he said.
Thomas Sankara. So
Masankara.
let's see something. Thomas Sankara was murdered. Samora Machel, the guy who gave Mozambique independence, was murdered. Agostinho Neto, the guy who gave Angola. Amílcar Cabral, who gave Guinea-Bissau and Cabo Verde independence. Kwame Nkrumah, the Kwame Nkrumah, this African leader, this Pan-Africanist leader, all get murdered. So why Obama still here if he's fighting? Because when you're fighting for the black society, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for what is coming.
It's coming.
Because if you try to unite the black people, we have one mindset. Where I come from. I come from Africa. So let me see what is Africa. Let me got the love in Africa. And when they got there, they get love and they feel connected with the land. That will make the black people return to their homeland. And a question: who's gonna work in US if the black people come back? Who,
Mm,
about the entertainment? Who gonna be the rappers? You think English will still the official language?
mm.
You know. So
I feel
what they do, they like to private people from their origin. I'm gonna give you a little example. So the Black Lives Matter movement.
okay.
The Black Lives Matter
Well,
movement was
look,
a
look,
move.
he's about to get into some stuff. And before he continues, let me just read real quick. Somebody said Kwame Nkrumah from Ghana got CIA on their back.
Exactly why? Now why? Now there's my question.
He's an
Why?
Africanist. He was a big one, big time Pan Africanist. He wanted us to be together, to be one
Exactly.
unit.
One. And when you see one, it doesn't mind if you're Somalian, if you Eritrean, if you Guinean, if you Congolese. He wants us as one. Because Somalia help a lot of countries in Africa.
Yes, and yo, I'm not gonna lie, I learned that after the Somalis came and they finished me up, man. They also educated me, and I realized like, yo, these people actually
Yeah.
helped a lot of countries in Africa.
Because people gotta understand that it's not about being black, it's about being African. Because Africa is always a target. But when we see really well what is being African, is being from a continent that is originally from black people. And that is how they keep the supremacy. So I'm gonna give an example of Black Lives Matter. So Black Lives Matter, people went out, all the world supported. Beautiful. The rapper supported, beautiful. It was beautiful. But you think it's gonna change something? Another day, another guy was killed in Minneapolis. In Minnesota. In Minnesota, yeah, another guy was killed. A Somali guy was killed.
Really,
Yeah. And you think people knew he was African, they knew he was black, they killed him.
just look at him like a black.
Exactly. So the Black Lives Matter is beautiful, but the Black Lives Matter is a distraction. And why is a distraction? Because we all African and black, we focus on North America, in America, in support them.
Instead of
And
focusing on ourselves.
we in Africa we suffering. So what they want is keep focus on them and keep suffering. Because if SARS are killing people in Nigeria, Boko Haram, if people do a Black Lives Matters for people in Africa, it's gonna be preoccupant for America and for the Europeans
The
because
course,
this gonna start to showing worry about Africa and Pan-Africanism. And what the Pan African is going to bring union, and more ideas. And what these ideas going to create
nobody,
is that,
somebody wrote, nobody cares about a Somali guy because he's an African immigrant. It's so sad.
but they're still Africans. They're still African. They are in our territory, and they make our culture rich. Rich.
Somebody wrote Africa will be the richest continent, but the Western are stealing our resource, and that's why they want us to hate each other. That's the point I'm trying
Exactly.
to get to y'all.
Exactly.
So we can't be out here fighting
Exactly.
each other or hating each other because
Exactly.
that's what they want.
Because
I'm sorry to
we
talk about it.
all much of you guys during the Black Lives Matter went to the streets protest. How much you guys protest for the SARS kill people in Nigeria or Boko Haram? So I'm gonna ask you a question. Who you think financial Boko Haram or Al Shabaab? You think give them the money? Where they go get the Russian weapons like AK-47? Where they go get it? Because people don't know. People don't know. People don't know. People just think that Cuba and Fidel Castro had a problem with the United States just because of the conflicts. No, because Cuba was one of the countries that
Get into it.
most support Africa
Get
to
into
have their
it.
independence. Cuba support all a lot of countries in Africa to get their independence. And
You
then
know how many African countries that Castro helped
exactly,
the doctors,
exactly,
medical
exactly,
doctors, educate them?
exactly. And
Shit.
what happened? And what happened over there? That is when they start to get a friction with United States, because United States saying, "You giving the power to the most powerful continent. They have power, but they don't have knowledge. If you give them the knowledge, they're gonna control. And what's gonna happen? White supremacy going down. So we should not focus on Black Lives Matter in US. We should focus on Black Lives Matters in Africa. That's gonna bring Pan-Africanism, and Pan-Africanism brings ideas of changing. And what change gonna? Let me tell you something. If people do a Black Lives Matter for Africa, I'm sure the United States gonna shut down people.
They will
To
shut it.
not do that.
They will shut it down.
To not do that.
And that, bro, that
Because
really gets
because
me, man.
because they all they're gonna give you like the because I'm gonna give example. We can see some Mexicans that are a mix between Mexicans and Latinas. You see, they have a European mix over there. A lot of Latinas. If you go to Argentina, they blonde like Finnish girls from Finland.
Because a lot of Germans were in there too, you know?
Yeah, they have. If you go to Brazil to the south,
And,
in south of Brazil, Porto Alegre, you're gonna it's like Germany, the culture, you
bro,
know.
do you know anything about this whole thing with Libya and slaving black people? What is this about?
Exactly. That's happened after Gaddafi. Because when Gaddafi was in the power in Libya, you used to have free university, and you used to have a platform to spend on supermarket for food and your salary. When Gaddafi went down, Libya went to a chaos. And you can see Libya and Mauritania, they still have slavery. They still have slavery. So if that is in the ONU, United Nations, that slavery is a disgusting thing, is they will not support. Why they don't go to these countries to stop it, or why they don't pass it on TV?
That's a good question.
Because they are the guys that are they are putting money on that. They
In
are
this,
putting money.
human beings are being sold
So how they
to
doing that? Putting the white supremacy on their heads. Now you're North African, but you're white. The black have to be your slave because he's black.
somebody wrote Mauritania officially, right? They officially denounced slavery 5 years ago.
Officially, but he's still going there. So I'm gonna give example. I'm gonna give example. So if a country like let's go to a country like London, like England. If England had slavery and they denied slavery, but they keep doing, you're gonna see Germany, America under the English people because they don't want this for them. But in a country like Mauritania, they're gonna say, sign a paper, is denied slavery, keep doing what you're doing,
I'm gonna read that. Keep going.
keep getting your continent back. Because I'm gonna give example. I was in a lot of Africans page on TikTok on Instagram, and they have the European flag and African flag.
Yo, guys, listen to this. Yo, this shit hit me different. Yo, this shit he's about to say, I'm guilty. If you go to my bio right now, I'm guilty, son. So like this shit, like this was what made me. I'm like, nah, this dude needs to come and talk, son, because this shit hit me different, bro. Like, bro, please continue, son.
Exactly. You're gonna see in a Mali guy that is living in France or wanna go to France is gonna put the flag of Mali and the French flag. But my question is why? Doing that, you are getting half identity of African. They're gonna say, oh, he's a French Malian. He's descendant from Mali. You know, that's where the
To fit
white
in.
supremacy starts.
Because you
Exactly.
want, you want
That's
acceptance. You want that, like, yeah, I'm from this Western country as well, or whatever. Like, you want to feel accepted. Meanwhile, like, there's people who don't have, like, they're looking for where to be from. They want to know their roots. And then us, we clearly know our roots. We run it. We have 50. Bro, continue, please. Let me not even.
So if you see how they mix with your heads, you went to a person, French Malian, French Senegalese, Portuguese Guinean. So when you in Portugal, they're gonna say, "Oh, you are Portuguese descendants from Africa." I always said, "No, I'm African. I grew up here, but I'm African." Because doing that, we are denying half of our identity. We're not being 100%. But
Which is sad, man.
you're gonna see the bio that is just the European flag.
And they have
They
to
c- they like the Europeans can live in any majority, any country of Africa. They're gonna put just a flag.
Somebody wrote, everybody be looking for, although I gotta scroll up too, but let me read this one first. Everyone be looking for the Western validation, doing all that
Exactly,
stuff.
exactly. And I'm gonna tell this person
That's true.
what this was a good point. So I'm gonna tell this person what is the Western validation bring? Less Pan-Africanist, because you will not care about Africa. You are getting approval from the person outside. You are trying to doing so well outside, but not inside. It's like the person that uh, outside they have Gucci, Prada. When you go to their house, they don't have a bed, and when they go to sleep at night, they sleep at floor. And when they wake up in the morning, the back is hurting.
Yo, bro, bro, I have goosebumps, man. I can't even lie to you. You're giving me goose because this is real life. This is facts.
Yeah, because we're trying to get the Western culture. Okay, we go over there. We don't want to come back. Perfect. But because of this mentality, there is no hospital. There's no people with value to contribute. And you have your mom that is sick and cannot go to the hospital because the hospital doesn't have conditions. And what happened? He gets sick, and died. Is your back hurting because you sleep on the floor? I always told I'm in US, I'm getting my degree, and I'm going back to Africa. Because me being outside, I gotta be the one educating the Africans about the value that we have in our lands. I'm not staying here. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm here, I'm comfortable." But
Bro, and that is, I won't
but
lie to you, like, me too. There was a time where I used to tell people when I was younger, like, bro, like I'm more comfortable because my parents live in Africa. Well, they be coming back, but like they went back. This is what I'm
Mhm.
saying. They went back, and my father always talks to me about like, yo, why are you not comfortable staying in Africa? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
Exactly,
so sad.
exactly. Because you are construct they do this in our head that what we have is bad and it's just for vacation sometimes, that we are constructing the country and destroying our
Let me,
country. We
let
are
me
destroying our country because we are not educating our people about how it is outside. Because you come here, which degree that you have, you're gonna work in the construction or something for 8 hours.
like yo, but let me read this. Somebody said, facts, right? I noticed that with my Cameroonian friend, she speaks French, but she doesn't even speak her native tongue. I won't lie to
Exactly.
you. I don't even like, yo, I can relate to this. This is horrible, but I can relate to this. This is horrible. Then the person now, also, okay, yeah, we can talk about that. We can definitely talk about that down the line. Let me read more for you. Uh, think about it. Africans never had Christian, bro. So much like this. Think about it. Africans never had Christianity or Islam. Talk about that.
That's true. That's true.
Because yo, I'm
Uh,
see it
if you go to some, I'm gonna give an example. There is a Balanta tribe in West Africa. Balanta tribe in Mandinga means the ones they didn't accept, and what they did accept Islam, because Mandinga people are Islamic people. I myself, I believe in God. I'm a Muslim. I believe in God.
Yeah, we all have
But
our religions now, but
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. But that's
we're
true.
not
That's
enforcing
true.
any
That's
religion or
true.
anything.
My
We're
mom,
saying the
my
truth.
mom, my mom, she's Pepel, and Pepel they enemist. Our religion used to be the enemist. animism,
Animism.
and they keep doing the traditional ceremonies that is from thousands of years, and that's beautiful because when I go to Africa, I'm trying to experience the traditions and the village, and they have like when a person died, for example, they cut the chicken head, and where the chicken go and stay the body is the people that did wrong to the other person. It's more about spiritual.
Hmm.
It's more about spirit, and there is a lot of people keep doing the enemist tradition, Africans traditions. But why we don't keep doing that? Because we have to fit in what the Western society say that is to fit. You understand me?
Yes.
Because
We have to fit
we because
what they want us to do, right? And
exactly, exactly, because what is the animist is contemplate the nature and the spirits of the ancestors.
somebody wrote, let me read more for you, right? First, somebody wrote, exactly, we had our own way of worship and religion. Somebody wrote, if we want to talk about modern colonization, let's talk about America. Somebody wrote, modern colonization, let's talk about America. If you want to be more specific with that, oh, like Afghanistan, right? That's another country, by the way, that never got colonized. Like I was gonna make a video. That video I made, I was gonna actually make it of countries because it's only like maximum 12 to 15 countries that never got colonized in the world, right? And
Hmm.
all these
Hmm.
countries have something in common. What they have in common, they're fearless. Okay, you're not about to go to any of these countries and just think, yeah, you're gonna run shit. That's number one, and their language, of course, too, right? They don't speak anybody else's language.
Exactly, exactly. I'm gonna give you example of Afghanistan and Iran.
Area.
So they are Muslim, and but they are not Arabs. They Persians. Their language is Persian.
The Afghanistan,
They,
right?
yeah, and Iran too. Iran.
Yeah, Iran speaks Persian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They keep with their own language. They keep with their own identity. Because I'm giving in Guinea-Bissau we have more than 50 tribes, more than 30 tribes. Why our language gotta be Portuguese and now we're not one of the tribe languages?
And that's the same thing with Nigeria, bro. So many tribes that we need another language to unify us, or else how are we gonna talk if we already
Yeah,
have languages?
my question is why this language can be uh, 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 a Western language? Why cannot be Swahili from Tanzania? That is a beautiful language.
And somebody wrote this earlier that that's the language that if Africans could speak as unified one, that could be the African language kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
why not? Why not?
and that makes a lot of
Because if we start doing that, we're gonna stop looking to our difference, and we're gonna start to look into our similarities.
exactly, bro. Somebody wrote like, if the word was a chessboard, right?
Hmm.
We are the pawns, right?
Hmm.
We've been like trading our dignity. So the person wrote this. That's true. We are pawns in this game of chess on the international chessboard, right? Trading our
That's true.
dignity. And the thing about it is, the people that are trading our dignity, who's trading our dignity? Who's doing?
It's a,
Because I'm pretty sure it's not all the
I'm
Africans that.
gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna say who's trading our dignity. It's us that get off Africa, come to Western countries, to America, and don't go back to educate and to gift another country because we're constructing another countries. We're not going back to explain to a person, look, America, you're gonna say I send you money because we send money to our family because family in every African country is the first. We send money to our family, but it's hard. I work 12 hours a day. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. If I construct this country, if I construct this continent, I will not need to go back. They're gonna come here. We're gonna dominate. So every morning, I used to go to a market close to my house, and there were Ethiopian old person like 70 years old, and I went with my scarf, African scarf I used to cover my head every time, and we were talking. He say, brother, now I say, my son, you African? I say, I'm from West Africa. I'm from Guinea-Bissau. He said, brother, we the same. We passed the same struggle. One example of that is that I'm here and you are here. We have everything to not go out of our continent, but we here. But he say, please come back to your country. I say, I'm gonna come back and tell people what is real over here. Because let me tell you something. Oh, a lot of Africa's family wanna come to America, to France, to Portugal, to London, But what happened? They control the immigration so they can separate us from our family. Because you are in Nigeria, you are in US, all of your family is in Nigeria, brother, and you send them money. So what their mentality gonna be? Oh, America, you got a lot of money. I wanna go there too. You know, that's how they play with our heads.
Yes, bro. And
Because
yeah, man.
because because imagine, just 10% of people that farm outside Africa go back with ideas to change, to start university, to educate the people.
And this is the next step. This is the next level that we have to take this to. Okay. Now we're talking, but at some point we're gonna have to switch it up and start doing as a people.
because
You
because
feel
what's
me?
gonna happen? You America, you working, you can be the highest black doctor in America. Oprah, she's black, and she went to New Zealand and they treat her bad because he wanted to buy a purse in a store. Because you can be who the fuck you wanna be, but you being black, they're gonna put you down. Why? You came to US, the Chinese are highly respected. The Chinese are highly respected because they have money. If something happened to a Chinese citizen over here, the Chinese embassy gonna get into them. But we in Africa, we have way more than China to be good. And if we put Africa good, we gotta start every respected. And you won't see a black person being uh, not deserving the treatment that he should have. So what we have to do is unify, go there again, because there is
So,
going to be a announced on TV on YouTube to you to go to Egypt, but there is not going to be announced on YouTube saying to the Afro descendants to do a DNA test. It's
man,
got to start from us as Africans
we have
because we can make it over there. We don't have winter. We have
we don't have
ev-
winter.
we don't have winter.
Our land grows plants. It grows like it's not barren.
Everything that you can see in all the world, you can see in Africa. Savannas, mountains, deserts. You can go to Uganda to see the mountains with snow in Africa, snow in Uganda.
Yes.
So why are you going to Switzerland or Austria?
Going to the Alps over there. We got
But
Alps
what?
here.
But why you don't know there is Alps in Uganda? Because
Someone wrote
there
in
is
the book, there
not
was a time
there
when
is
so
that,
cold,
that
ice was falling. Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a cut of information to know to us to don't know what we should do in Africa. We don't know what we should do. We just know savannas. We just know the Victoria Falls, but we have way more than that.
It snows in Cameroon and South Africa. I definitely know it snows. I've heard that it snows in South Africa.
We have animals that you can just find in Africa, Angola. There is an animal named Palanca Negra. You just can find in that place.
Bro, you know that Gaddafi wanted the central bank, right? Of Africa.
Exactly,
And he wanted to
exactly,
back it up by gold, right?
exactly.
And this is how this was the demise. This was his demise, right? This was what caused. Let me tell you something. Anything you do that is opposes the superpowers,
Hmm.
you're done.
You're
And
done.
Gaddafi was
You're
too
done.
powerful, so they had to make a story and cover. I mean, make it the way he died, cover it up. But if you're not as powerful as him, you're gonna be gone easier.
Easy, super easy. And Gaddafi was powerful. So how? Because we gotta see two sides of the coin. We gotta be super attentive. Because let me give you an example. I think 1 or 2 years ago, they killed a general in Iraq. And what happened? The population went against United States.
Oh, you're talking about I know his
I
name.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot his name. They
Uh,
kill him, and the population went against United States
no, that's
because
these countries.
because
They're
yeah,
they're, they're together.
yeah, because he was a symbol of patriotism. So what happened with Gaddafi? If they kill Gaddafi without the population approval, Libya gonna be against United States because it's a symbol of patriotism. They got opportunity that was the
Soleimani.
Arabic Spring. They had this opportunity and they killed them. So what people say? Thank
Yes.
you. So
His
what
name
people
is
say? Thank you because they do the things on timing and correct timing. They
bro.
kill Gaddafi in correct timing.
Bro, I don't want to, I'm not the one being interviewed, but I want to say, like, the CIA is the CIA for a reason.
Exactly.
They're the CIA for a reason. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. It's like this is the Arab Spring. The CIA is the CIA for a reason. Just know that.
So I wanna ask people on the chat thing because I like to ask and hear opinions.
Okay.
I like to ask some stuff. So when when the Arabs, the Muslims were attacking Paris, they found solutions real fast, real quickly. They found solutions. They even creating Islamophobia in Paris because what happened is that if you imagine the Arabs, there's a lot of Arabs in Paris, and it happened this thing on Bataclan, and what they start to do, they start to threaten the Arabs. So the other Arabs slow down because you threatening my people, you messing with my people. I'm gonna give an example. Boko Haram is killing people in Nigeria. Why it not stop already?
Why?
Why we have United Nations like the commandos from Portuguese in the Central Africa uh, to peace missions, and we don't have in Nigeria to fight against Boko Haram
Peace officers.
because you cannot give guns to the government of Nigeria to fight with Boko Haram and give Boko Haram guns too. You just have to give one.
And sometimes it seems like the Boko Haram gun is even big, stronger than the Nigerian government gun.
Where it come from? Where they get the money for that? Who is financing this?
Who's giving them the money,
Because they give a certain group of individual money to take way more from a state.
bro? Do
So
you believe? Someone
I'm
asked,
gonna I'm
African
gonna
Union.
give an example.
Okay,
If Nigeria was good with good universities, would you be United States?
bro. Of course not.
You got your answer. You will not be United States. So you know that the hard workers over here, the people that construct this country, are black. Without them, how the country going forward? How?
And it's crazy because of I have to even take it to this level, right? The people that constructed the country from the beginning were the African Americans, right? And then
Exactly.
they found a way to put them in jail. A lot of them, do stuff like this, and then us, we're there now. The other blacks that are also now continuing to carry on with the. Oh, sure, you're saying a lot of stuff that's making me think.
Yeah, and we keep beefing with each other, like have misunderstanding with each other, because what they put in their mind that they are not African, they are Americans, but they are not Americans. Look the way they get treated over here. So now imagine they got the knowledge and they say no, I'm gonna go back to Africa because they will not treat me like that. Who's gonna be the Jay Z? Who's gonna be the little babies if they sing in Swahili? What's gonna happen to English language?
Because that's the biggest export in this country right now, bro. Music, hip hop.
Exactly. So they do everything to put ourselves against each other. East African with West African, North African with South Africans.
Jail is modern slavery written in the Constitution of America. Somebody wrote.
And
Man,
I saw I love Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart. He's I love him, but there was one interview that I saw from him that he hurt me
was
because he was a person in Zambia. I don't see if you guys saw on YouTube, like the face. It was like Kevin Hart twin. You didn't saw that?
I didn't see it. Oh, he's popular. He's popular on TikTok.
Okay, this guy is like Kevin Hart. So how you find Afro American like equal to an African? So what happened? They asked Kevin Hart, so you did your DNA test? Maybe you're from that country. He said, no. Why I'm going to do that? I'm comfortable over here. I'm not gonna come back.
And that's and you know the thing about it, bro. If it's before, I'll be mad at Kevin Hart, right?
Hmm.
But now I'm starting to really realize that, bro, it's this the programming these people have. Look at me. I was born in Africa, so how I came over here, I've lived here since I was a child, yes, but like I came over here and I tell people like, yo, I've told people like when they're moving back to Africa, I get stuck. So now think of someone who's never been to Africa or
Hmm.
born
Uh-huh.
here, and their parents is not even African, first generation African or second generation, bro. Like Kevin Hart, bro. That's why he will act like that, you know. Like
You
look at
know,
how
but
he is here.
you know whose fault it is? It's fault of us Africans over here in the diaspora that don't give the enough value. Because if you come to our countries and is developing, you're gonna say, no, this must be what's up. Huh? I wanna go there. I wanna go there. Check. Maybe I'm from there. But us, we are the first ones giving the power to the racism because we don't is the truth, is the truth.
Facts. It's
And
the fact.
it was hard to me to swallow it, but it's the truth because we valorize more the western countries than our own country.
It's fact.
We are constructing and educating childs of another continent than our childs. We're going to see a picture of a baby uh, in the poverty in US poverty. Huh? We're gonna say how is possible in US, but we're gonna see a child with no food in Africa. We're gonna say, oh, it's Africa. No, we should say in Africa. How is that possible with everything that we have?
Yes. And that's another thing. Yo, we cannot be portraying Africa. Yo, son, you guys see Africa being portrayed wrongly or bad? Well, I'm not saying that these things. Yo, even in America, I could take you to Middle America. You see shit. You see shit on the streets. You see bull. You see it's disgusting. It's not the most. I'm not saying Middle America like the Midwest. I mean, when people say Middle America, they mean like I mean. I'm just saying random cities, yo. They're not. It's not always peaches and cream. Yo, come to New York City. Come to New York City. I'll even take you to Manhattan. And you let's go to the subways, and then you tell me how beautiful it is. You see, the point I'm trying to make is people. We cannot be accepting people portraying our continent a certain way because guess what? When they want to portray their shit, they only show the beautiful shit. You see, and also when I make my videos, I'm not making my videos for competition. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I'm making my videos for y'all to know that what like it's tops or whatever, but it's my way of educating and showing people Africa. You feel me? That's why a lot of things that I come up with like warriors, like rich people. It's because it's positive things. You feel me? Because this is what we need from our continent. Because I could easily do the poorest country, the most corrupt country. You know what I mean? I could do all those ones that probably even blow because of the people who want it to blow will make it blow. Trust me, they'll make it blow. When I saw that Chinese guy exploiting that child, right? When I saw that Chinese guy exploiting that child, I made that video at perfect TikTok form. I did everything perfectly, right? Go look at the likes. It had so many likes compared to the views. That tells you something. That
I'm
tells you
gonna
something.
I'm gonna get into a point over there. So can you tell me how many people is in the live, please?
Now it keeps fluctuating, but it's like almost 20.
Okay, okay. So let me tell you something. This is how this is the details count.
Okay.
When I was over here in the Somali, like East versus West Africa, it was like 70 people over here. 70 people on the live.
Oh, when I was here, when
Exactly.
bro, that
Exactly.
that
Because
had 826 people
yeah,
by the time I was here.
because it was a conflict. Now there is a life when we're talking about Africa, and this is more important than the conflict. This is the type of life that we should support as Africans, not
And
the conflict lives.
why I'm gonna tell you right now, that's why I respect Somali people because of they ride for their people.
Yes,
They ride for their people, like as
yes,
a unit. Like that's one thing I would never take from them. Like when it comes down to it, like I don't know if it's because they're homogenous one people or what it is, but that's what Ethiopians do that shit too.
yeah. This influence too because they are Morgans. They have a lot in common. They ride for their people. I think Somalis they're cultural warriors because even with Africa they ride for us, for West African countries. What is our excuse? You know. So when I saw that video, I saw okay,
Somali
maybe
Road.
there is a certain individual people that are like that. Not all, because what they did for Africa was amazing, and the way they preserve the culture of Africa is amazing.
And they're the ones exactly. They're the ones who like holding on to like Somali Road. Do they do, and they are united, which is great. Yo, because of bro, other I noticed like a lot of other Africans on this social media shit. All they want to see is dancing. How many people are you gonna follow that dance? You see
Exactly.
the same dance all over the place. Okay, you do the dance too. We over here following dances and all this distracting shit. We over here talking about real shit. We over here
Be-
talking about real things that actually
because let me give an example. Let me give an example.
when the lack of
Senegal. Let me give an example. Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and Gambia, they are Senegambia. And is Senegambia why? It's not Senegambia Confederation. It's the Senegambia area when there was a slave ports like the Gore Island in Senegal or Gabu in Guinea-Bissau, Cacheu. So every tribe that we find in Senegal, you want to find in Gambia and Guinea-Bissau. So I noticed because I came here and I came here to study. I came here without family. I came here to study and give my education. And I was playing soccer, and I met some Senegalese guy, Gambian. They asked, "Where do you come from?" I say, Guinea-Bissau. They start speaking Mandinga with me. They say, "We all." But this is why, because there's certain regions that people are homogenic and have pretty similar cultures. So they write for themselves harder.
that's yo, bro. You know another
Like
thing I just
the strong ties between Ghana and Nigeria.
hmm
Because they pretty much have the same people. Like you, if you go to Cameroon and Congo, the music, the Calais, etc. Because they the same people.
Ivory Coast stuff a little bit. Their
Hmm.
music sound a
Yeah,
little
Ivory Coast too,
Ivory Coast.
because they are the same people.
Bro, somebody wrote something that is deep, bro. Bro,
Hmm.
Eastern Europe is poor as shit.
It is.
But why don't we
It
see?
is.
Because when I see Budapest, when I see Czech Republic, this Prague, it's only the beautiful shit, only the beautiful shit. But when they want to show our shit, so
Look,
yo,
look, look. I'm gonna talk with you.
we
I'm
need
gonna
both
talk.
to
I'm
stick.
gonna talk. I'm
Let
gonna
me,
talk with you as a person that live uh, 18 years in Europe, in Portugal, and travel for 70% of Europe. I saw things. I'm gonna give you an example. In Europe, you got slums, like bad neighborhoods, super bad neighborhood. But who they put in that neighborhood? The black immigrants. Because why? Because they are working for the country. They are the ones who are constructing the roads. They are the ones who's constructing things. If we get off of that, no one will construct. They will have to construct, and their physiognomy is not like ours. They don't have nothing. They have winter. They don't have good place to have the the agriculture. They don't have. You can see that in our diverse of animals. What makes animals be there is the nature. If you go over there, there is no diversity of animals.
yeah, bro, they barely have even space for them to live.
You see? They don't. And what they did, they said, okay, as we don't have this much over here, we're gonna go to America, where it's way better than here, and we're gonna create the Europe supremacy in America, and this is what United States.
Yes. And then in your head you think it's something, America is different from Europe, but meanwhile is one thing. It's just the extension of, because when it comes to it, what is it? It's WS, right?
It's,
It's
it's,
WS.
it's not different, bro. It's not different. You wanna see me? You wanna let me tell you something because I have one friend last year. His name was pure Swedish name. If you see the Americans here in US, they keep having Europe names, European names, but the Black Americans they don't have African origin names.
Yo, that's true. And you know what's crazy, bro? Over here, you need a hunting license. You need this. You need that to even touch any animal. Else, if you kill the animal, they're gonna say it's abuse or some shit. Somebody wrote, "Why hunters are hunting our animals and using our animals as trophies?"
And no one does nothing about it.
Nothing. Nothing.
No one does nothing about it. People don't talk about it. So we pretty much the only continent that is lions, and people are killing lions like it's
Lions.
nothing. Like it's nothing. Over here, people are killing lions like it's nothing. Over here, if you kill a puma, is a big problem. It's on the news. But why? Because we don't preserve what is ours.
So long as this person get bribed, who live with Somalis? Oh, you say if somebody want to talk? Let me see. Oh, he wrote about Somali warriors, life and death among Somali. Oh, I need to write that book down. I'm definitely gonna read that.
What he said? What he said?
And he said, read the book Life and Death: Warriors Among Somalis. It's a guy who
That
lives with Somalis. Bro, I would actually would want to, because that mentality, I would really like to learn more of the psychology behind that mentality. Because us as Africans, we need to have that. Like, yo,
exactly,
uh, one of my moderators wrote, like, Africans will see other Africans, right, on social media, and they're hating off rip. They don't even know what you're about to do, what you're about
exactly,
to say, just
exactly.
because
But let
you're
me let me explain you. Let me explain you, you guys, where this mentality come from. So the knowledge and ideas, the knowledge and ideas come from the history, because if you read a book and you see this guy did something like this and it went well, you're gonna try, and if it's go well, you're gonna keep doing it. So
Mhm.
what they do is making is like private us from our history. They make us not know our history, to not have ideas. Because for me, one of the center, the same way that people go to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower, people should go to Mali to see the Timbuktu Library.
Of course, and I'm gonna do that. Y'all gonna see it on my TikTok too, because this TikTok is about to be on a different level. I'm taking this shit far and wide now. Like, we need to know more. If I have to, I'm gonna start traveling too. You know, after this whole vaccine,
like 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 you see people, oh, I went to Cancun last year. I went to Cancun, beautiful, okay, but then I feel something hurting me in my heart. I went to Cancun, I was planning to go to Bahamas, Maldives, but I say, look, Tanzania is way beautiful than that. Why I have to be showing another part and not Africa?
bro. I
Zanzibar in Tanzania,
I just found
that
out
is
about Zanzibar
that
a year
is
ago, and
that
I'm
is
African.
Yeah, there is a place on Guinea-Bissau, Bijagos Islands, paradisiac islands. Why I have to go to the Fiji and not to Africa? Because we have everything over there.
We got everything, and we don't even know.
Because they private us for our knowledge. But we as Africans, we gotta start searching. Because I'm gonna be really, 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 really real with you guys. We say that Afro Americans don't know their origin. We, as Africa, we the first one not knowing our origins.
That's
We
bro.
don't know.
That's
We
the
don't
shit.
know what you don't know what we have. We don't know where our tribes come from. We just know, okay, I'm Nigeria, but you Yoruba. What is being Yoruba? You
And
know?
then even at that, right? Even at that, knowing you're Yoruba, after you know what the person is, you already start discrediting their own thing. It's already like a competition. No, my own is better. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the
Yeah.
comments when I put the videos. When I put the videos, I'm happy that people are happy their country's there. But when I see comments that's like, "Yeah, we're better than you," and those kind, it's like, no,
You
this is
you
not.
you
And
make
I
a video. You
me,
make a video talking about the biggest tribes in warrior tribes in Africa. I saw the Fulanis over there. That is Fulanis in my country. I was happy. I sent to my Senegalese guy that is Fulani, bro. Your tribe was a warrior tribe, bro. That's beautiful. Not saying, oh, the Mandingas were not there. What the fuck? Why we had Mansa Musa? No, that's
I
the
did,
wrong
I did get
mentality.
I did get a lot of flack from the Mandingas, and I have to make part two for that video because we have a lot more. Even from we have a lot more all over. And
Yeah,
matter of fact, I'm gonna go
yeah.
into details now. Pick one, highlight one, and talk about it. Go in
Look,
because
do
we need.
about the Dongon tribe in Mali. Is the
Oh,
tribe
the Dogon tribe, I
that,
saw that too.
yeah,
Okay,
preserve really well the animist culture.
see, like we about to nitpick. We about to go in. That's what we about to do.
Yeah, because imagine if you did a video, um, greatest emperors, and instead of the in the top one, instead you put like the Somali people, you put Alexander the Great. People gonna say, oh, it's true. That's
Oh,
the
that one is gonna get
mentality
a
that they
million
put
views.
on us.
That one,
That,
the TikTok is gonna let it get a million views. I'm getting my
that
chocolate, guys.
exactly. What we have to do, guys, is support African channels. We in the African diaspora, we gotta think to go and educate our people. Let them know what is the truth. That okay, you send money home, but you gotta work 10 hours a day. It's not easy. That's we have to show the truth about what is being far from our family. We gotta construct our countries to be there with our families, to explore our beauties, because our continent is beautiful. We gotta stop watching the difference and start to look at the similarities, because we similars. The African culture is one and divided for a lot of sets, because the way that people dance in Somalia is super similar that the way that people dance, the Mancanya people dance in Guinea-Bissau. I gave them the example that in Africa, for our rhythms, for our food, we just one. But then we have our sets, but the beginning is just one. Because in Nigeria, you call it fufu. In Angola, there is south, not even close to Nigeria, they call it funge.
Yeah, that's one thing I know. We have so many similar things. We have, bro, even down to the. You guys gonna see. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow, right, about African parents. Anytime somebody says something about their parent in Africa, it could be a South African saying it. You see a Nigerian. Oh my God! Wow, my mom does it too. My parents always want us to go to school.
Exactly,
Similar shit
exactly,
going on.
exactly, exactly. So I show
I
my
was
brother
even
here.
saying that.
I,
And I was
I, I,
like, I'm like, wow, Monica is from, she's from where she's from. I don't want to air out your business. I don't know if you want to say that. She's from where she's from, and it's not from where I'm from. But literally everything that she's saying is the same as me.
it's the same.
Well, one.
I want to give a shout out to Monica and Abdi for the conversation about the idols was super good,
Shout out,
super
shout out.
good. The way that they defend our perspective and our way of see the things was super good and I really enjoy and
You know, I,
respect
I
it.
liked I liked it too. I liked, but I also liked that the guy. It's just that the guy, he was going into his own tangents, but it was good because of
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the brother. I like the brother, but we can see that the brother was speaking a lot of history facts. But what makes us different is history. People can change it, but us being Africans, we experience the culture and we know what it is.
no tribalism. We're not doing tribalism. Trust me.
No, 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 no. There's no.
Now
How
somebody
are we
wrote that.
doing?
Let's have a meaningful
What?
discussion. No tribalism.
How are we doing tribalism?
It's
If I
because
don't know, if huh?
she's Ado, so she feels like
Oh no, 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 no. I told in the beginning. I don't know if she was there. That we are the same because we passed through the same struggle. A cop will not charge me because I'm African. It's because I'm black. So we passed the same struggle.
yeah, but exactly we go through the same struggle, and I think that's where the problem arises when one party then tries to make it seem make it seem like because we do have different struggles, but the same struggle. Even though
Exactly.
it's different locations, but most it's the same struggle, and that's where I feel like when people say that us Africans didn't don't have the same struggle is where Africans get a little defensive because trust me, we have the same fucking
I'm
struggle.
gonna tell her our biggest struggle is being out of our family, not know what is gonna happen. No, away of your culture. That's the biggest thing that I noticed when I get off of my family was the I miss my culture. I'm sacrificing to be here, and that makes me the Pan-Africanist ideas. I don't want to my kids to suffer like me. I want to my kids know their cousins over there in Africa.
Somebody wrote, I mean, she wrote, African Americans have a culture, and we are 500 years removed. My roots is in Africa, but my ethnicity is African American.
Yes, yes, but we're not. That's where the things come. We gotta stop watching the ethnicities. We
Yeah,
gotta start. We gotta start doing and watch the things that connect us. Because you being African American US, you will not never be American. If your DNA test your root is in Ghana, you go to Ghana, you try to present the culture, people are gonna accept you and gonna love you because you already have something common,
yeah.
your color. Because let me give you some, you will never be American because the protest on the Capitol, look how they treat white people and look how they treat the Black Lives Matter people. So Afro American should really because the only way to the Afro Americans got respect is if they start to putting US aside, okay, I will never be American and go to Africa.
Okay, I'm restarting this live. Oh, continue, bro.
Yeah, what I said that for me, the only way of African American got respect if they come to Africa because they will never be Americans. Look at the protests that people went to the White House. They didn't do nothing on them. But in the Black Lives Matter, they were shooting people, beating people. But yesterday they not because America is a European country. We gotta have that in our mind. Oh no, I'm American. I want my rights here. Don't fight for your rights here. Fight for your rights in Africa because you will never be American, sister. Because you guys have the power. If you guys start going to Africa, is what I said. I always say, who's gonna be the athletes for America? Who's gonna
Man,
be the rappers? Who's
um,
gonna be the actors? So you guys really should think about coming back and build what is really yours. Because this will never be yours because you guys build this country.
all right. So basically, what happened was that it looked like we had some foreign invaders that we had to restart the live,
Okay,
because
okay, no problem.
oh yeah, bro, because of you know how these things go.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
we just have to be careful and safe, because these people they're listening to everything.
Yeah,
They,
that's perfect. That's
they're
perfect.
agents, like they call them agents. Agents are everywhere. Don't get it twisted. TikTok is not an exception. You can see my brother.
Yeah. So we should unify first us what make us similar, that is our color, and then look for our roots. In our roots gonna guide us to Africa. Is what I was talking with Afro American, and I talked with him. I give him my perspective, and he did the DNA test. He's from he's from Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and he said I'm going there because I explained. I said, brother, you will never be American, never. This is a European country. You- The people who found this country was French and English people. So you never, because look how they treat you guys on the Black Lives Matter. Look how they treat people that went and assault the White House in the Capitol,
Yeah.
taking pictures. Look how
Yeah,
the different
by
how
the
they
way,
treat us.
shit, right? Look at the
Yeah.
people in the Capitol. They didn't. The cops were running from them.
So if you guys went back to Africa, who's gonna be the athlete? Who's gonna play American football? Tom Brady alone? Who's gonna be the rapper? The Jay Z's, the Lil Babies? No one. You're gonna left this. If the Black American left this country will be nothing. And if they go to Africa, starting to get in their ideas, Africa gonna grow.
We're gonna be big. Whose nationality? Mine or Monica? Oh yeah, Monica.
Monica said something.
Oh no no no. They asked. Somebody wrote, "What's your nationality?" So, um,
Mine?
what is? You could say yours again, actually, because I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm from Guinea-Bissau. I'm from Guinea-Bissau.
from Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau.
I'm from Guinea-Bissau, and
And we had some agents. You told me we had some agents on the live. Right?
what they're saying, if they have some question, I can answer the question.
Yeah,
I
more
can.
people like because I turned it off and turned it back on, so people are just coming back in. Somebody has to make a new identity under under to unite under. Honestly, what I want is I want of course, at some point, is going to leave this platform, but I want my platform to be a safe space for us to be one and for us to say what we want to say and express how we want to express, and as Africans, unapologetically. We don't have to disrespect anybody or do it, but we're going to talk our truth. You feel me? And that's a fact. You feel me? That's why I have my brother here. He's talking his truth, and it's not only his truth; it's our truth. You feel me? This is the truth. This is the truth. So yeah, man, we have to get out of this mentality of I'm your competition. No, because guess what? The other people don't think like that.
Yes,
Why,
yes.
why do you think you can get the job that you want to get? Because he's giving it to his brother. He'd never seen that guy. He just saw the guy was this color.
Yeah, people gotta understand that you cannot wash your hand alone. Two hands wash another, and both wash the face.
You heard that? She said, can you give me insight on something? Either me or him, either way. But yes, we can. You can ask if you whatever you want to ask. Oh, no, 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 no. Before it ends, I'm gonna say bye.
What he asked?
She said, "Why do Africans acknowledge Caribbeans as ethnic group but not African Americans?"
So let me answer to that. If you see, if you see the ITN music compa and Zouk is the same as Kizomba from Africa. The same rhythm, the same beat, and the same way of dancing. So taking that, you can easily see that there were people from Africa that go to Caribbean in slave ship and they keep with their culture and their rhythm.
That's
So
what
for us, especially for us Africans, we don't see people like is Black America, is Afro. We see as black. That's why we joined every. That's why we joined together and we did Black Lives Matter. In Nigeria, they did Black Lives Matter. In Ghana, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Guinea.
and that's why it hurts. us, like Monica said last week, right? That's why it hurts us that when we come to foreign countries, for example, in America, there's the people that look like us that come for us. Because coming from Africa, you have the mentality like, oh, this one black too. It's just like an American version of me. He's like an
Exactly.
version of me, right? And then you come and the American version of you is telling you, you're like, what the hell?
Exactly. Shocking, and it hurts.
It's culture shock. And then we now get super defensive, and now we're like back, that's literally what happens. And that's what another thing that we got to break. Although I feel like for African Americans, it's going to be hard for them to break it because if they do not, if like even Africans, right, for them to break their resentment, like if they don't see that this is a system that has been set up for us to be fucked like this, ain't no winning. You can't convince nobody nothing if the person don't see the root of the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Man, that was a good question. Any other questions? Let's see.
Because I'm gonna say this to one person. When you have a brother and you guys are outside, your brother is saying, "Oh, this woman is not my mom," but you guys are from the same mom. How are you gonna feel? Just answer me. How are you gonna feel?
Crazy.
You're gonna be like, what? You are ashamed of the person that gave us birth?
Facts. And that's part of why I sometimes get upset when I hear Somalis say we're not black. It's not even because of you have to be black, but it kind of sounds like you have a problem with being black. Like, is there something wrong with being black that you're just objected to it? You know what I'm saying? That's why I
But the Somalis gotta understand that they are not black because of their color. They are black because of their features. Because there is Indians with Somali color, but they don't have their features. If you see these features, you can say these African features.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, black. Honestly, the black thing is starting to equate. As the more I talk to people, the more my mind is starting to make up. Like, yo, honestly, black is equal to originating from Africa.
Exactly,
This
exactly,
is what
exactly.
black is, bro. I don't care no more. This because
Because we're gonna say something.
please.
I'm gonna let people know. Africa name is not Africa. It's Atebula.
You heard
The
that?
people from Africa give this name Atebula. The enemies, the people, the Aborigines from there. And what Atebula means is black land.
Cause somebody blocked this guy called using that slur on me. Cause like, show your face, you little. Show your face.
No,
Bro. Show your face. All right, you can keep going, man.
people gotta understand. The name Africa Europeans gave, but the name is Atebula, black land. So why black land? Because at the beginning it was black people over there. But these people, because of the mix of DNA that we already talked, Africa is the most diverse DNA place in the world. The mix of DNA, the Somalis are descendant of their people. The Fulanis, the Mandinkas, the Awusas, we are descendants of the same people. But
I actually read about that, right? So, what it is they come from a bigger. It's a family tree, right? And from
Mhm,
that family tree, it gives off to Somalis, Ethiopians, right?
mhm,
Uh, uh, the Fulanis come there, and Hausa come there.
mhm,
Other ones too. I forgot. I forgot there's the people writing about that too, but like I know it's like the Kushtic people when it
yeah,
branches
yeah,
Kushtic, then it's the Ethiopians and the Somalis. But then the Kushtic people come from a bigger tribe, which I think is the Semites or the
yes, yes.
Semites, right? And coming from I think they're Kemites, right? Are they Kemites or Semites? They're
No,
Kemites.
Kemet,
So
Kemet,
from
the
the
ancient
Kemites,
Egypt.
the Hausa come out too, the Fulani come out too,
So
then the
this is what we talk at the beginning. And what Kemet mean? Kemet means um, land of black people. You see, but because of the mix, because of the mix, you got people like the Mandinga.
trust me. The U.S. is the mainstream, black, but like this black thing is used everywhere. Think about it, Negro. Why they say Negro? in all these countries. You see what I'm saying? Why do they have Negro? Like they black, this black thing is not only America. It's a thing that we use mainstream in America. It's just the culture is exported. So you
But
can
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
The people gotta understand that black, the meaning of black, if we go deep, is Africa. So it hurts me when Somali said, I'm not black. They say I'm not African.
and literally saying you're not black is kind of denouncing Africa when it comes down to it, right? People can sit over here and say it's a construct, but we know exactly what being black is. You're black. If you're black, you know what I'm talking about. You feel this shit every day. You're a black person, right?
But then people gonna say, we say that because the Europeans make that. No, man, no, it's not that. It's facts. It's facts. Because every person, every in your mind, in your subconscious, if you see a Somali guy, you're gonna say, oh, he's black.
Yo, I don't respect dark skinned people that use cream to lighten their skin. That's a fact.
No, 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 I don't respect that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I
You,
don't like that.
that video had go look at go look at the likes, but look at the views that TikTok let how far TikTok let it go. They pick and choose, and that's why I can't even. You think I wouldn't want to come on my page and be like, "Yo, my Africans, let's dance together." Nigga, that video is not going nowhere. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm telling you. I already know how to give it up. Keep going, my brother.
Exactly. This thing of lights, light the color too. We can see that there's a lot of Western influence because they put in our mind that white is better.
It's because exactly what he said. That's the reason why. Because somebody wrote, I never understand why they want to be light skinned so much, and it's because of they feel like a lot of people feel like to in order to get the opportunities that
But
they want.
but but people don't know why. People don't know. People gotta look into the history because they said white is better. Why? Because in the slavery, if you are black, you in the bottom. But if you light skin, you were a little bit top. And this past
Slave,
culture till
how
now,
slaves feel slave. That kind of concept. That's what he's talking about. Shit.
and it's still till now. It's
See,
passed from decade, and it's still till now.
but,
This type, but it came
but what
from
you're saying
history.
is full circle. What you're saying is going full circle.
Yeah,
He's
because
saying
people
that one struggle.
because people are gonna think like the Western they did that in the day for another. No, from the slavery, 1500s, they start saying, oh, if you're a little bit light, you're gonna have more privilege. And what people gonna do? They're trying to get light, and it keep till now. So they elders manage good that, so they keep have control of that till now. It's not from one day to another. They program their things, but it's time for us to break their programmation. To be proud of being black. To be proud more of being African.
We have to be proud of being African, man. We gotta own up. We gotta own our shit. You feel me? We gotta own our shit, cause
And especially we gotta support each other's. We gotta support each other's, man. We gotta support each other. Like imagine if 10% of the Africans on TikTok were supporting J-Wave page like they support Addison Ray, we would be on a higher level, and we will be able to give our knowledge and pass our Pan-Africanist ideas to more people.
exactly. And yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm never going to sell out. I'm not going to sell like yo. I don't care if I'm growing. My channel is growing like a snail. I'm not going to sell out to make that video that goes viral that gets me all this. No, because of I'm me. I'm being real to who I am. You feel me? And I'm African and I'm here for my people. So like you gotta have to realize like these platforms are run by these people. Okay, they're gonna push what they want to push. You see, when I don't know if y'all realize. Go look at my videos. When I make a video that has to do with sex, right? Yeah, the algorithm lets it go most definitely. But guess what? Even before the algorithm lets something go, somebody has to review it. Somebody has to review it. You see what I'm saying? So pretty much the point I'm trying to make is like like even though this shit takes time for me to grow, I'm gonna get there, right? I don't care. I'm like there's Africans that have blown. I won't lie, bro. Like there's Africans that blown up on this platform. But what I see them doing is just dancing and dancing and laughing and having fun, doing the trend dances. I'm not here to only dance and do trends. Like I danced earlier in the video, but this is not all I'm here for. And I can't really. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. Like I would feel weird. Like that's like I'll feel weird if I didn't. Part of me didn't do this, right? I'm gonna still do my top tens. I'm gonna make it fun. It's gonna be funny and stuff or whatever, right? But just know, like, there's always gonna be undertones to it. And when I make fun, just know it's not a competition thing. It's a love thing. It's Africa. This is our home. You heard? And we love Africa. I don't care if you're Native or you're African American. That's your home too. Just know that. And
Exactly.
you have
Exactly.
the same right.
I wanna ask something to the people. I wanna ask them,
Yes.
especially for all Africans in the diaspora.
Question for
I wanna see answers over there, please.
okay.
How many people went home at night after a work after school and felt like I'm not belonging here? Even the ADOS. How many of you felt like that?
How many of you have ever felt at a certain point in your life you're like, yo, like you just felt like you didn't belong? Because there's no way that you're black that you haven't felt like that in the West, at least if you live there. Please, thank you. Thank you. Guys, please don't forget, yo, hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. I really would appreciate that from y'all. Like big deal, big time. Because yo, this African shit, we're gonna take it to the top. And there, we're gonna, because at some point, I'm telling you, this TikTok thing, at some point they're gonna get tired. You're gonna get tired of my ass. Because I'm just all Africa, you feel me? And we have to make sure, like, at least I see content about Africa and everything on YouTube, and they still giving us our freedom of speech. I'm not talking no conspiracy theories or anything weird. You feel me? So like, but like I know like this platform, like they be shaky with that. Like, cause when that guy came and said like, the original the original Jews or something. He's just an opinion. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or whatever, but just an opinion of his, right? We're black. He lost his account and he got millions of views. He had millions of views and 100,000 followers. So, this, if somebody comes, some agent comes and watches my page and they don't feel like they like my shit, that's all it takes. You feel me? That's all it takes. Oh, the person said Jesus was black. Exactly. The person said Jesus was black.
Yeah,
And,
we talk about it. We talk about it.
and bro, they canceled him.
We talk
They,
about it.
they canceled him.
Because it's the same thing. Like Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana, he was giving ideas Pan Africanists, and what they did, they killed him. If you are giving ideas, they're gonna shut your channel.
They
But
go
the thing is,
down.
how many people you gonna open the mind?
Shit. Honestly speaking, yeah, bro. Like I'm at the point in my life where like it's either you stand for something or you stand for nothing. That's it, man. And as Africans, especially living in the West, our parents have raised us to be always in the safe zone. Which, with the law, please always be in the safe zone. When you're out and about, be in the safe zone, right? But I'm gonna say this to you: at some point, your mind gotta open up and expand to somewhere. Except you just want to live in a box and die like that.
Exactly. I
If
want,
that's then die like that.
I
I
want, I
don't.
want, I want, I wanna, I wanna, I wanna, I wanna, I wanna give an example. If you at your home and a person came to assault your house, take your take your clothes, take everything well that you have, you're gonna fight back. So my question is, they took our history, they took our religion, they took our people and they bring to America. They took our names, our African names. What what they need to take more from us to react to the robberies in our house. And when I see react, it's not fight or doing protest. It's going back to Africa, educate and construct our country, not construct the other countries. What it takes, what they need to do more to us to react. Because what happened is they did everything to us, and we said like, oh, I wanna keep staying here in US. I wanna keep living here. So they taking things off your house and you enjoy and be there because they are robbing for you, but they are not shooting you.
They're robbing you, but they're not shooting you. So you think you're good because you have some little job here. Okay, they pay you. Bro, what's your legacy? What's your people like? I was watching
Exactly.
a clip of the Gambia, and in the Gambia, you sent it to me. In the Gambia, they're just happy being happy. They said we don't have much sometimes. Families don't have much. Some families might have much, they might not have much, but we don't care about what we have. What we care about is everybody happy
And what we share.
and what we share. So at some point, we're gonna have to do different.
So my
Like,
question is, they took our religion, our belief, our people, our culture, our history. What they need to take more from us? Because we as Africans, happiness is is inside us. Look at Afrobeats. Look at our weddings. Is inside us. So imagine happiness and being comfortable in our own place. No one will go out of Africa. But they don't want this because we, the person that construct the world, we construct this world.
well, it's true. We construct, and when you say this, you're not wrong. To the point that I'll say this, bro. Right? We
Mhm.
construct the world even to the point that in the countries where these people were not considered black, like in India, the darker skinned ones are the ones who still do the work.
Yes, yes. Because why? Oh, it's dark. What they're gonna associate? The ancestors come from Africa. Dare I say
Our
Africa is black?
melanin. They're selling our melanin. That's a powerful statement
That's
right there.
that's what I say. African is black.
African, so
Because if
black.
you India, if you some black Indians in India, I have a cousin, a nephew studying India. They call them Africans, Africans,
Oh yeah,
because black come from Africa.
yeah. That's the thing. That's why we have to embrace this whole black thing, right? And stop thinking of all this negative shit that they gave us to think with.
Thinking about colorism, it's not colorist. It's about being Africa. It's about our origins, our ancestor. So
Man,
we really, especially us that are here in the Western countries, we already saw the culture. We know the truth. It's time to stop selling our knowledge because you being a doctor, the life that you saving in Chicago is the life that you can be saving in Lagos.
that's so true, man. Man, that's so true,
The
man.
the buildings that you're constructing in 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 London, you could be constructing in Abuja or in Bissau or in Dakar. The business that you open, the business that you open on Dubai, you can open on Abidjan. Of course, it's gonna be harder, but you're gonna be constructing a legacy.
Man, yo, guys, we're gonna do an experiment tomorrow. Okay, this is how the experiment gonna go. I'm gonna pick a serious topic about Africa, right? Not nothing crazy that is gonna tick them off crazy, but something that's serious, and I'm gonna put it up there. Let's see how it does. Okay, I want all of y'all to come back to my page and check it out. I'm gonna put it in the morning. Let's see how it does. When we're done with this live and this episode today, I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna draft it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the morning. Let's see how it does. Okay, I'm still gonna do
People,
10s, but let's see because we're doing an experiment now.
let's make Timbuktu our Eiffel Tower. Let's make Timbuktu our Rome Tower. Let's make Tanzania, Zanzibar, our Cancun, our Maldives.
Yeah,
Let's make Uganda our Swiss Alps. Let's make Lagos our New York. What are we
facts.
waiting for?
We have Johannesburg. We have all these. We have South. Yo, you know how many? How big that place is? You want cold? You can go to the cold. You want heat? You can go to heat. They have animals that like you can never even dream of that wouldn't even live survive in this area. Seychelles or Bali. Yeah, man. Bro, this has been a very yo, bro. Tell us your TikTok, your Instagram, everything, so like they can find you, bro. Because everybody keeps asking, who is this? Who is this, bro? They really f with you, bro. Like,
So my TikTok is
write it down.
my TikTok
I need to, and when I get big enough, I'm plugging everybody that is positive for Africa. Because honestly, we need more of us. We need more of us. I don't know if you know that big guy who, like, yo, that big TikToker. He's probably at 1 million now. He's a debater. He's an African American guy. He's pretty big now, conscious guy, right? Let me tell you, this dude is good, right? When it comes to black stuff, he's good, right? But what I noticed about him is he plugs in his people. He plugs in his people. He don't plug in no Africans, but he plug in his people. You know what I'm talking about? No, not Dr. Umar. He's on TikTok. His name is Conscious. Matter of fact, Lee. Conscious Lee. I don't know if y'all know
yeah
him. Yeah.
I get off but I'm back. So my Instagram is Nautan816 and
No.
my TikTok Nautan816 and my TikTok is Nautan Mandunga.
Okay. I'm gonna write the Instagram first, Northern 816, and then I'm gonna write
Yeah.
North Mandunga.
Now, yeah,
N A U
Nautan.
T A N.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So Nathan 816 and
yeah,
Nathan Mandunga
yeah. Mandungal. Yeah, is my
with
TikTok.
an L, huh?
Yeah, with L in the end.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about Dr. Umar. I love Dr. Umar. He's a Pan Africanist. I'm talking about Conscious Lee. I'm gonna show y'all Conscious Lee on Instagram right. I mean on TikTok right now. He's the guy who debates people. Like I made a response to him that kind of blew up a little bit, and I know he stole it because a lot of people were tagging him in that. But the thing with him, I noticed is that he plugs in African Americans, and there's nothing wrong with that. Those are his people. That's how he feels. Like the point I'm trying to make is like we need someone like that.
Hmm.
Like to get to a certain level, hearing what this guy is saying, I'm gonna plug him in. Like I'm gonna go to TikTok and I'm gonna duet that shit because I know all my followers already same minded as me. They're gonna I like this guy too and follow him. You see what I'm saying? Who's you? What did you do? Oh, someone else talking to you? Okay.
People, people, people gotta understand.
Bye,
People
brother.
gotta, people, people gotta understand that the the job that we are making in the other continents can be the job that gonna make Africa develop and save lives. People really do gotta understand that.
What did the ketchup do? Ancient Egyptians, yes, they were black. I did research on that, and they were black, and that's why I agree with my brother Big Hill when he said like Egyptian and Arab are not the same thing, especially the original ones, right? Like
No,
nowadays,
they're not. They're not.
they came and got washed, mixed a little bit, but it's still a lot of them still have the original even blood in them. You will be able to tell. But yeah, my brother, I appreciate this conversation. I've
Yes,
given them
man.
your information, man. You know, we'll do this another time, in the future. And I appreciate you. Okay,
Was a pleasure, my bro. Was a pleasure. Was a
bro.
pleasure. Talk
Man,
to.
you told me a whole lot. This was 2 hours on the dot. See, perfect, concise, bro. Like Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, it was a pleasure interacting with people, giving my opinion, try to unify people and see the point of view of us as African, no matter which side.
Uh huh.
And is what I say. We should support our business and we should support our people. So we should follow you on YouTube, follow you on everything,
We
everything,
we
because
can all go together.
it's going to be a plus for all of us. It's more a plus following you than follow Lil Baby. It's more a
That's a fact.
plus
That's a fact, and that's one thing we got to start realizing. Like, feeling good and fun is not the only thing in life. Like, you like even if you don't, you're not following all these dance. I'm not saying don't follow them, but okay, you follow this dance guy. You go follow another dance guy. You go follow another dance guy. You just following guys that dance. Are you dancing yourself? Is that making you a better person? Is that making
because
you smarter?
because knowledge is everything. If you got knowledge, no one can play you. And if there is
Exactly.
a page that is giving you knowledge, follow him. First as African, as a
Man,
person that is passing the same struggle as the other one, because we are passing the same struggle. How
exactly.
many people miss their family? How many people miss a wedding? How many people miss moments? All of us, especially us in the diaspora.
Thank you.
And
Like
they comfortable because they got a family over here. We don't. We don't. So what we do is that they put on our mind that we gotta work to give to our family, and that's what we do. But why not work where is our family, developing the things for our kids? So you guys want all your kids to grow up here in US?
yeah, you want to be a millionaire, like a millionaire. Why don't you go somewhere that you can actually start something? Nobody's asking for no permits. Nobody's asking for no. If anything, they say, come, start it." As opposed to here, you want to start some shit. You want to start some little corner store that's some little ass corner store. You know how many permits you gonna need? How much money you would have came out of pocket before you even start your tiny ass corner store where you could have a freaking mall, 3 or 4 malls. Maybe you signed only one paper and you just paid for the land and building it. You didn't have to go through hoops and you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Bro, have a good one, man. I
Thank,
appreciate you.
thank you very much,
I'm
bro.
gonna end the live on YouTube.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so much.
much, bro. We stay in touch.
You already know. Bro, if anything, I'm gonna still be on this live a little bit. If you want to add, yourself to the TikTok live so that people can even see your name. And if they want
Okay.
to